Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Jared Hazen before the 2020 Transgrancanaria. How are you, Jared?
Doing good, Brian. How are you?
All right. Is this your first trip to Spain?
Yeah, first time.
How's it been so far?
This is nice. Yeah, the island is really nice. We've been getting some pretty sweet weather, so looking forward to running across it.
Yeah, where have you been? Haven't been staying down here by the ocean. Where have you been?
Yeah,
spending
just
your time?
maybe like 20K up into the mountains a little ways.
Yeah.
So getting on some cool trails and stuff, and haven't been on the course too much, but have been getting a little bit of a taste of what the trails are like here.
How do they compare to back home in Flagstaff?
Fairly similar,
Yeah.
I would say. Maybe a bit rockier, but yeah, it reminds me a bit, like this side of the island reminds me a bit of like, running in Phoenix. So like bottom of the Grand Canyon, like it's deserty and kind of rocky and not a whole lot of vegetation. So.
Yeah, it looks a little unforgiving.
Yeah.
But obviously you're up in Flagstaff. It's full on winter. And at least some of the winter you got some good storms. How's the heat for you right now?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. At times it's felt a little warm. Being here by the ocean, it feels pretty nice. We have a nice breeze, but when the sun's out here, like the temperatures aren't that hot. I think most days it's been around 75.
Yeah.
But when the sun's out, it feels pretty warm. But I've been doing some sauna training in the past couple months, and most of this race is run in the dark.
Yeah.
So it won't be too warm.
Just a couple hours there, right
a few
at the
hours
end.
at the end. It seems like it gets hot, and everybody kind of talks about that. So yeah,
you're prepared for that.
Yeah, hopefully the sauna comes in handy.
Yeah, you had a pretty spectacular first half of 2019.
Yeah,
just period. Right?
Yeah, I was happy with how things went last year.
And then you decided to jump into Leadville.
Yeah, tough one at Leadville.
What happened there?
Probably just a little not quite ready to run 100 miles again, particularly trying to run fast 100 miles again. But yeah, I've never really been, I guess, too good at like figuring out what to do after Western States. And so I thought I felt pretty good after Western States and started training again, and was kind of like back and forth, like some good days, some bad days, but enough good days that I thought like, oh, I'll go try to run Leadville, like I was in shape. And
you decided that like kind of around Hard Rock time, like mid-July, yeah?
Yeah. So I think I was about that time, like, getting into some bigger weeks of training again. And I guess as I got into some heavy training, nothing went terribly bad. Yeah. But nothing was like great either. And so, I kind of went in the race knowing that maybe it wasn't the greatest plan, but I would give it a try, and it turned out not to be a great plan.
Yeah. But it just happened. Like,
So I dropped out fairly early in the race, like 40-ish miles in, and then kind of called it a summer.
Yeah.
Started getting ready for fall races. So.
And fall?
Fall was supposed to be North Face, and then kind of a weird fall happened where I fell really hard running in the Grand Canyon, and I hit my knee really hard on either a rock or like a log tie, and basically I was injured for the race. Like I kind of thought that like when I hit it, it hurt, but
and you came out to San Francisco.
I was like not. I was just like any day I was like it's gonna be better, but like I would go run and it was really sore still.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't run the race, and then it wasn't too long after the race, like a week later, it was pretty much good enough to start training on.
Yeah. So what was it like? I mean, that means in the second half of the year you raced like 40 miles.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like 40 miles not all out because it was the start of 100. So like was it at all nice to kind of have I mean, you don't have injuries, but do you feel a little refreshed or
I guess
eager
so.
to get back?
I was eager. I wanted to start the year early after that, because I put in like a pretty long training block for North Face that just like kind of went for nothing, So that was kind of like a disappointing end of the year. So kind of picked like the first, real competitive race of the year.
Time to go to Hong Kong.
Went to Hong Kong. Yeah.
And that was an okay performance.
Yeah, it was okay. I think.
What was the challenge there for you?
I think a big part of it was like heat and humidity. It wasn't terribly hot, but like it was a bit humid. I think it was enough to to cause some problems. So what really was problematic for me was like starting it later into the race, like mile 40-ish. I got a little bit of cramping, and then kind of got sick and threw up. And from there, it was like, the last 22 miles are actually really difficult at that race. So I was kind of going into the last third of the race in not the greatest shape, but I was more hanging in there, just trying to march to the finish and not so much racing hard anymore. So I took 5th, and it was okay. It wasn't great.
How have things gone since then?
Good. Yeah, I think I was a little discouraged after Hong Kong. It was like, I was like, I had Transgrancanaria on the schedule, but I was like, I'm not going to go. Like, I don't want another Hong Kong experience. And I was like, just starting the semester.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm going to be really busy. But then kind of second thought it and was like, I thought I was close to having a good race at Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I think I can go home for, a month or so, get in some good training. And I think I'm close. Like, I think I have a good race in me. So,
yeah. And you still think that?
Yeah. So, and things have went well. Kind of doubled down on some of my weaknesses over the past, 6 weeks or so. And, hopefully come here.
So what do you consider your weaknesses?
Like technical downhill, particularly at Hong Kong. I was getting dropped on the downhills, like, by everybody.
Yeah.
And like I was climbing really well, and so I would catch people on the climbs and then get dropped on the descents. And so I think similarly here, there's quite a bit of climbing and descending.
Yeah. I mean, mile for mile, probably on par with like the most you've done in a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about, I think maybe 20,000, maybe a little bit more feet of climbing over 80 miles, but a lot of that comes in the first 50, and then it's a big downhill to the finish. So.
Yeah. So.
So
you address that.
Yeah, I've done the most like vertical training I've done in a training block for the past month or so. So we'll see if I'm ready.
Yeah, put that to the test.
Yeah.
All right, Jared. Well, good luck out there and have fun.
Yeah, thanks, Brad.
Thank you.